Hello and welcome to my video explaining the replacement process for the LCD on the ASUS G74S-A1. This is the bottom of the laptop. You'll want to go ahead and you'll notice I use two different markings. The first, as you can see on the top half, are these little four-pointed green stars. These will allow you, or rather these will mark normal size screws. There are quite a few of them in the system. You'll also see green circles and arrows. Arrows indicate the direction of force you need to apply to remove something, and circles are kind of points of interest. You also have gold five-pointed stars. Those are long screws. I think in total you're only going to be removing 9 of them. So all of them have to do with the rear of the system, with removing the trim and then removing the hinges that attach the monitor assembly to the rest of the system. Okay, now what we're going to do on this in this video is we're going to remove the monitor assembly entirely from the motherboard and from the bottom of the system. So you want to remove all of these screws that are marked. This will allow you to remove the hard drives. It'll also detach the trim from the rest of the case. I'm pointing here to a rather delicate connector in the middle. This is only applicable if you have a second hard drive installed, but you'll want to use the tip of a screwdriver to pop the edges of this clip up on the left and right, and then gently detach the ribbon from the center. Over on the right side, you see two purple circles. Those are your antennas for your Wi-Fi. You'll want to go ahead and use the tip of your fingernail to gently pop those up. They don't screw on or anything, they're just compression fittings. So go ahead and pop those up, and that will free some more connections for your monitor, or for the monitor assembly. This, in order to remove the optical drive, you'll need to slide the tip of a screwdriver in and pry upward on this picture. This will slide it out the side of your case and allow you to reach over, grab it, and pull it right out. It's pretty painless. Once it's removed, you'll have these two small screws. I've marked them with pink triangles. You'll want to remove these two screws since they are also helping to hold your keyboard assembly down. Here are the other 4 long screws holding the hinges and trim down to the back of the case. You want to remove all 4 of them. Once they're removed, you can stick your finger in the back and start popping up this assembly. Lift it very carefully. Each of these ribbons that's marked in purple is a connection point, except for this big one here in the center with yellow electrical tape. That's your video cable. You'll just want to keep that, be aware of where that is. On each of these ribbons, you'll see a distinct colored, in the case of this big one, in the middle of the ribbons, you'll see a black hinge. Go ahead and pop that up with the tip of your nail very gently and then remove the ribbon. Do that for the rest of them. Be very careful with them. If you break the connector off of the motherboard, you're going to lose some control functionality of the computer. So this is what the monitor looks like once it's completely removed. You'll want to go ahead and stick the flat side of a flathead screwdriver into, or rather behind, each of these little rubber kind of fillers. You've got little rubber stoppers in each of these 6 spots. And then you'll use a Phillips screwdriver to remove all 6 screws. Once you've removed the screws, go ahead and stick your finger in this corner here and start popping the bezel off. It's quite flexible, as seen in this picture. With this picture, you can see it's very flexible. It'll bend quite a bit, but go ahead and pop it all the way off to expose the LCD assembly. The LCD assembly, as you can see, has quite a few screws. You want to remove all the marked screws in order to remove the upper and lower brackets and the hinges. Once those are removed, you can see them here. This is the upper bracket on the bottom here and the lower bracket on the top, with your optical drive on the left and your hard drives on the bottom. With those brackets removed, and you should also remove these hinges down at the bottom, you'll only have two more screws here, one on the left and one on the right. Once those are removed, you can lift the LCD assembly out. Be very careful not to pull any cables. Make sure they're all free before you start pulling the assembly out. This is the LCD on its end, so you can see you have two little screws here. Go ahead and remove them, flip the LCD over, and remove the other two from the other side. That will completely free the screen. This is what the back of the screen looks like. This yellow connector here is what passes the video signal to the monitor, so be very careful with it. This is the new screen. If your new screen is not the same size and model number as your old screen, stop right now and contact laptopscreen.com. They'll help you out. This is just a comparison of the two connection types. You can see that they are identical. If they weren't, I would not continue. There's no way to fake this part. Please be aware that everything you see here is very fragile. Now this you're going to have to lift up away from the surface of the connector. As you can see, this is the kind of removal instruction for this piece. So you want to lift it up, and once you detach the adhesive that's under this golden piece, you want to slide it back. And once you slide it back, it'll disconnect very easily. It doesn't clip in or anything. This is the bottom. You see that adhesive I was talking about here in the center. And then in order to reconnect it, you very gently slide it forward and then press down on the sticky tape and then on the adhesive. I have also placed a piece of electrical tape over it just to stabilize it, because you never can be too sure. So at this point, reassembly is quite simple. Replace all of the screws marked in the slideshow and be sure to carefully reconnect the necessary cables. When you've finished and made sure you have no extra screws, that you don't have any cables sticking out, replace the battery and power the system on. Voila, you're finished. Thanks for watching. While you're working on this, don't be afraid to take pictures of it. If you're not sure how the antennas connect on the bottom, go ahead and take a picture of it. If you're not sure how certain cables are supposed to be routed, go ahead and take a picture of it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any problems or questions, leave a comment and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye.